without trying game.
What's up, folks? It's me again. It's Dave, the homeless guy from down at Wise and Akakie. How's it going?
What's going on, Dave, man? How you been, man? Long time no see, man. I've been looking for you out here, man. Trying to see what's going on, man.
Well, above ground, I can't complain for me, but unfortunately there's been some bad things that have happened out here. Part of our homeless community, the little young one named Amber, she passed away Halloween night. Head trauma from her boyfriend, decided he wanted to beat her up numerous times, and the poor young girl felt no love her whole life, not even from her family. So she stuck with him because to her, he was the only one that cared about her.
Right.
So I call her Soldier Girl because that girl is more of a soldier than a lot of folks I know. The shit she's been through and still was kicking and still going. From everything I know, it was deemed that it was head trauma, but they also did say that her blood sugar was 0, but that could have been from the drinking.
Right.
But all I know is we lost a damn good person, a good soul. Yeah, she might not have done right, but who does do right in this life? Nobody does perfectly. We're not perfect. We're human.
Right.
But she put her best foot forward and kept going no matter what happened. And all the girl wanted was to be loved and have somebody care for her, and she just couldn't even get that.
Yeah.
So, God rest her soul. I know most of her family and all that, and it was a big ordeal because it actually had to come from her father's side, who her dad has passed away too. His brother is the one that paid for the funeral, the arrangements and everything like that. The viewing is on Monday. I'm trying to remember which funeral home it's at. It's
Oh, this Monday coming up?
yes, sir.
Okay. I'm glad. That's good information, man.
Yeah, I just
'Cause I
gotta
didn't
find
even
out
know.
what-
That's why I've been trying to get up with. I ain't hearing nothing from nobody. The third party told me that work at the B&J's talking about they found Amber dead, and I'm like,
Well, that's because
crazy.
her aunt runs B&J's.
That's who?
Amber's aunt runs B&J's.
Being chased?
B&J's Carryout?
Oh,
Her
no,
aunt-
this ain't. This a lady named Lisa that works over
I
there.
know Lisa.
Oh,
but
okay, yeah.
Amber's aunt runs it.
Oh,
Beverly.
wow.
Beverly
right.
runs
Oh, okay,
B&J's,
right.
so,
That's what.
yeah.
Okay, got you.
Plus, Lisa was coming up here giving her food and making sure she was okay.
Yeah.
We'd take her in the car and let her warm up. And
Right,
Lisa's
right.
a good cat. She's a
Yeah,
good
nah,
cat.
Lisa cool. Yeah.
Lisa's great. I mean, she's come up here and checked on me numerous times too, but for a female and a guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She knows I'm going to survive. So
Right,
it's like
right.
I'd rather have somebody focus on who really, really needs it.
Exactly.
Because I'm going to pull myself up by the bootstraps, keep getting it.
Right.
I'm not going to stop.
Exactly.
But other than that, everything's been good. They did close down the campsite back there. PG County came in with, it was like 6 dump trucks, the white dump trucks with silver beds, 2
Yeah.
Bobcats, and they went back there and crushed everybody's tents and shelters and just loaded it up in the back of the dump trucks and hauled it to the dump.
Damn.
Told everybody if they're caught back there anymore, you're going to jail for trespassing.
That's crazy.
So it was the mess that the others had left back there and not caring.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to do something, leave it better than when you were there first.
Right.
Because if you leave it better than it was there when you got there, then nobody can complain. They can
Yeah.
only congratulate you and thank you.
Right.
And
right.
there's never no problem. Like I said, I lived back there for 1.5 years before anybody come back there, and I had no problems.
Yeah.
I mean, PG County didn't even come down there and check on me. They knew me. They knew I was going to
Right,
survive.
right.
I'm going to live. I'm
Right,
going to
right,
survive.
right.
Unless a bear comes, I'm good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
other than that, like with our last talk, my on-the-road ventures, that went good for a while. Then I had to come back because my father passed away, and I had to come back to Maryland.
My condolences. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a tough old man. He passed away of stage 3 pancreatic cancer. I never knew he had cancer, period.
Right.
Never knew it. The whole family never knew the man had pancreatic cancer, and he died stage 3.
Right.
I mean, I don't know a lot about it like that, but I would imagine stage 3 is some pain.
Yeah.
You would know something was going
right,
on.
Right.
He fought it all the way to the end.
Right.
I got the call that Dad wants to see you before he passes. And I broke my neck to get back here. My oldest brother, he actually paid to bring me back here.
Yeah.
And I did get to sit with Dad for about 2 hours before he passed. And I'm glad about that. Sorry.
No, you good, brother.
missed the old man.
Yeah.
Shit. But it's like the lesson that I've picked up from everything is that everything has a birth date and everything has a death date. We're not mortal. We're not gonna last forever. Cars don't last forever. Nothing lasts forever.
Nope.
Take care of yourself. Take care of the ones closest to you, and keep going. Don't stop. Don't let nothing stop you. And the best thing I can actually ever say is if somebody does something to make you mad, you know what? It's all good.
Yeah.
Just let it to the wind, because you know what? If you can't control it, there's no use even getting mad about it, because then you get yourself out of character, getting yourself upset for no reason.
Right.
Man.
How you feeling though mentally out here, man? Like, how you dealing with all this stuff you going through? I know you just seen Amber pass away. Like, I don't know if you want to get into detail. I don't know if you know what happened or whatever, because you know she was a good friend of, like, she knew everybody out here. You know what I'm saying?
She was a great kid.
So
she
it's
was
like
27 years old.
that's, you know what, and what's so crazy about it, when I interviewed her, like, she wouldn't give me the interview, and she finally gave me the interview sitting down right here, right where we at. And she said, man, in the interview, I don't want to be out here this winter.
Yeah.
She said that in the interview, like, and it, you know what I mean? My man pointed it out to me. He was like, man, you hear what she said in that interview? Like, she don't want to be out here in the cold in the winter. And look what happened, you know? Sometimes it be, you know, but it's like, it's sad, man, because I heard that she OD'd out here, but
no, she didn't OD out here. She died in her sleep. I'm not going to give the address.
Nah, you ain't got to get into detail or whatever, but if you know.
She was with her mom, and they were together at a house, inside, warm. When she went to sleep, everybody else went to sleep, and when they woke up, they found her.
Right.
She just never woke up.
And this happened at night, or was it the morning, Halloween morning, or night?
It was Halloween night. After everybody was done, the kids went trick-or-treating, you know, neighborhood kids went trick-or-treating and all that. It was like, they found her like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Because everybody else at the house was getting up, and they noticed that she wasn't moving, getting up, and they went and checked, and it was too late.
It's crazy, man. You just never know, man. It's like, man, it's left and right, man. And I just, man.
Dude's got something coming for him. I mean, I don't wish nothing bad on nobody in this world, but if a man's gonna put his hands on a woman like that to give her head trauma, to where she passes away days later from the head trauma, man, that man needs to they just need to euthanize his ass.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't believe in a man being locked up. I don't believe in anybody being put in a cage, because we were born free and we're supposed to die free. But something like that, he should be dropped off on a desert island somewhere and like, you survive, you're good. If not, it's on you.
Yeah.
Just like Great Britain, England, France, that's where Australia came from. Is at first Australia was a penal colony.
Yeah.
That when they would just drop their criminals off there. Here, get out of our country, go here. You stuck on an island, let's see you do something there.
Right.
But that's what needs to happen to him. I mean, I'm chalking it up to karma, fate.
So you dude locked up right now?
Yes, sir.
They locked him up for the incident, or?
No, he was already locked up when she passed away. He was in jail when she passed away.
Oh, so
he's got
he wasn't charged for?
Not yet. It's all coming.
Right.
It's all coming, and I'm gonna make sure, because when they do the charges, I'm gonna make sure I go and talk to the state's attorney, you know, because there is, you know, from the coroner and all that she was pregnant and everything else. So that's 2 bodies this dude's got on him. It's 2 bodies, and I'll put it to you this way. The second body was my kid with her, my unborn child. I am so, oh man, I'm a peaceful, loving guy. I don't ever want to hurt nobody, ever. I just pray that God never puts me in his presence again with that dude.
Right.
Because I'm not going to be able to stop myself. There's nothing that's going to be able to stop me. They're going to lock my ass up. So the best thing they can do is just keep him behind bars. Because if I ever run across him, trust me, I'm going to give him some head trauma.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him some serious head trauma.
Right.
I mean, he ain't going to...
Yeah, that's dirty. That's dirty work, man.
My thing is, you don't put your hands on no one in this world, period.
And my
Nobody...
thing is, what dude just came from out of nowhere? Like, was he I never seen dude out here like that.
They used to date a while back, and then went to Waldorf, had a kid with somebody else and all that, and then come back down here when they split up and hooked back up with her and played his little game with her, you know.
Right.
He did her dirty. We all know the whole situation and subject. So when you hand an addict and alcoholic something and they need it, you can make them do what you want to do. And everybody in this world knows that. And that's why addicts get a bad name, because so many people use them. And then when they get upset that they've been used and lash back out, the people are like, oh, it's just an addict. Well, y'all are the ones that figured you were getting cheap work, cheap labor. You can make them do this, make them do that, sexual favors for the shit and all that. Man, it's not right. The world we live in is screwed up.
Yeah.
And here comes the election and all that. Shit's getting ready to get real topsy-turvy. Folks just don't know it.
Well, what you think about our new president? I know you was just talking about the election.
I like Trump to a point.
Uh-huh.
He's a businessman. I give him credit. Okay.
Right.
And nobody better to run a country than a businessman.
Right.
But there's always going to be that good old boys club. They need to get rid of that. There can't be no good old boys club in the running of this country.
Right.
This country should be ran by the people, by us.
Right.
I mean, you figure they're pumping out so much money to everybody else, all these other countries that are at war with each other. It doesn't even have nothing to do with us, but we stick our noses in it. We go over and mess up $1 billion worth of shit and give them $1 trillion, but then we have homeless veterans on the street. But yet, if y'all would have stayed home, stayed out of somebody else's business, they wouldn't have hated us. So as if you ever travel overseas, do not tell anybody in another country you're American. Do not. Right. You might not come home. Seriously, you might not come home, and you could think you're leaders in this country for that shit. Because if they wouldn't have done and sent people to do what they've done, we wouldn't have problems with other countries. We could all just, I hate to say it so cliche, we could all just get along and friggin' live and be paradise.
Right.
Because if we pick one another up, there's nobody down. There's nobody hating one another because they got more than the other, because they're getting that helping hand up. But yet, like, the state, the government, they know homeless veterans are out here. They know homeless folks are out here. They know 27-year-old girls are out here by themselves in the woods, and what do they want to do? Oh, we can give you a number to a shelter. What the hell is that doing?
Right.
She don't have a phone. What's she going to do? Use a tree and call them?
Right.
I mean, these people are out of their mind.
It don't add up.
It don't add up. But what it is they tell you that, oh, you need a number to a shelter? That way they can go home at night and say, I tried to help. Yeah. No, you didn't. You tried to give them a number. You tried to put some ink on a piece of paper to somebody that can't even get a hold of them.
Right.
What do you want them to do? Go? They don't have ID. So how are they going to go over to the library, get on the computer, do anything? They can't do anything. Mm-hmm. We need help. We need help.
Yeah, we do.
But a lot of us
seriously
will not ask. It's like me. I sat out here day after day, and I won't ask for a damn thing.
Right.
I refuse to, because I'm a grown man. I'm gonna survive.
Yeah.
But it's like, I just hate going back over and over on the same subject, because it gets my brain so twisted, because I still can't get over the Amber thing.
Yeah, nah, man. That's pretty much what I want to talk to you about, man. I don't want to get too much off of. But yeah, that's a rough thing, and I didn't know you had a seed, you know what I mean, on the way with her.
Yes, sir.
My condolences, bro. That's crazy, like.
And I sucked it up watching her with her new boyfriend.
Right.
And then that was bad enough, which is cool, you know. Hey, the umbilical cord's cut when we're born. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If
you want to do this, go do that. You're human. You're free. This is what we're supposed to do. And nobody's supposed to hold anybody back from nothing. If they can succeed in an adventure or venture that is beneficial to them, or they even like it more, we can't hold them back from it.
Right.
That's selfishness, just because we don't have something that they're getting ready to get. Let them go. Let them be happy. Be good.
Right.
But it's like, it's weird, because like, when I do work for the old guy cutting trees, I'll be up in the top of a tree, 60, 70 feet up, and all you feel is like a cold finger touch my shoulder. I'm like, I know you're there. I see you.
Yeah.
I just say I see you, but you know I don't.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'll talk to her, you know what I'm saying? I know she's still here. The energy's still here.
Yeah.
But it's like...
So when was the last time you seen her before she passed away?
Halloween morning.
You said when? Halloween morning?
That morning I seen her. And then I left and went to work, and when I got back, it was like 8, 9 o'clock, and literally I went straight to bed. When I woke up the next morning, I went over to the muffler shop over here, and they said, hey, what happened to Amber? I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What's going on? And the guy that told me, he goes like this, and I'm like, pardon the way I say this, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about this? What the fuck? And it clicked in my head. I'm like, oh, motherfucker. I said, I gotta go.
Right.
And I ran from there all the way to where it was at and got there and then found out. And what pissed me off the most and still got me a little bit messed up in the head is okay, I understand drugs are powerful. I worked at rehabs. I worked for the Wells House in Hagerstown. Did great. I'm still clean. I'm almost 4 years clean and sober now. If you want it, you'll get it. If you don't, you're not going to. We can't fool ourselves.
Right.
That's the main thing is we got to be honest with yourself. Be true to thyself. But it's like, man, she had no chance out here by herself with him. I kept popping in before I left just to make sure she was going to be all right.
What was the last thing you said to her or she said to you?
I gave her a hug, kissed her on her shoulder, and I'm not going to say what I said. But,
You good. Yeah, that's crazy.
I asked her if dinner was later.
Right.
Well, we can figure that one out, you know what I mean? But, me and her was always something like that. It was just back and forth funny.
Right.
That's why I miss her so much. It's like there was no relationship or anything between me and her like that. We were free souls living, and everybody was happy. But what I was saying before, I confused myself and got myself cut off with my brain because it skips because there's so much going on, is that I don't understand how somebody's mother can sit there and look at me and say my aggravation is over and her pain is done. I had to get up and leave because if I didn't,
Wait.
it wasn't going to be good. It wasn't going to be good.
Run that by me one more time. You said what?
I'm not going to say a name, but you know who I'm talking about. When I went over there to talk to her, she goes, well, my aggravation is over and her pain is done. I looked at him like, how can you be so fucking cold-hearted? Man. People in this world are astounding me more and more. I mean, everybody better come to God, man. They better get right.
I can't believe that was said. I'm trying to process what you just said, bro.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm trying to get my brain off of it before I take a walk over there and go off.
Yeah.
Because it's still bothering me.
Yeah, this is so fresh, man. Like, I still can't believe that's why I had the party I heard it from. I kind of ain't even believe it. I was like, I want to talk to somebody that's been around her, be around her every day to know for sure, man. And you verifying this, man, got me kind of effed up a little bit, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, me too.
She ain't bothering nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Didn't bother nobody. She might have been a little loud here and there, but she was having fun, and that was her. She didn't hurt nobody.
She's still a kid.
Exactly. That's my whole thing.
You know, she's an adult, but you know what I mean? Like,
to us, she's a kid. She's a child still. Yeah. That's why I watched over her as much as I did when I was first out here, and I brought them back there to stay with me. It's because I didn't want her and her mom out here alone. You know, I figured if they were back there with me, at least at nighttime when I was here sleeping, they would be safe.
Yeah.
Because if somebody or something showed up, I would deal with it.
Right.
But it's like, I can help and do anything for anybody, and I will. Not a problem. I don't even have to know the person.
Yeah.
But when your own family looks at somebody and says, my aggravation is gone and her pain is over.
Wow.
How can somebody's mother say that? How? I'm out of the military. I'm not violent. I'm not, and I had to walk away so bad because I was getting ready to become.
So the first thing she said out of her mouth is this when you see her? Nothing.
My aggravation.
That is crazy, bro.
Yep.
I don't mean to, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I can't believe she said that. Like, that's weird. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not what a mother should say.
Well, here you go in the gist of it, and I'll tell the world, hell with it. The family can hate me, I don't care. I'm gonna tell you the truth straight out. When the girl was 12 years old, the mother and a crack dealer went to another house with the girl, with Amber. She was 12 years old. The dude that the mother and her rode to the house with ran out of shit. The mother left Amber there and left for a week with another crack dealer. These dudes in this house raped her, molested her, did all types of shit to her, and wonder why the girl was like the way she was, man.
Right.
Oh, dude.
Shit, man. Dang, man.
So, in all, everybody, please be careful. Please be mindful of what's going on around you and what's going on with who's next to you, because you never know. And trust that your family is one of the first ones that'll do you in because they think you'll forgive them because you love them. But all that girl wanted was her mother's love. That's all she ever wanted, was her mother's love.
Right. Oh, man. It's a sad situation, man. Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna be missed, man.
Yeah,
She's,
for sure.
Everybody comes up to me out here, talks to me. It's like, where's she been? What's going on? I gotta tell them over and over again. It's like, man, I wanted to do a candlelight visual.
Yeah, me and my folks was talking about that, man. Like a little bonfire, candlelight, you know what I mean? Something, man. But
I
yeah,
think I'm gonna have to piss PG County off for once and do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it whether
Yeah.
PG lets it happen or not.
Let me
I'm
know,
gonna do
man.
it.
I'm with it, man. I'm with
I think
that.
Monday night I'm gonna do it right over there by that green box or right here on that little strip right there is what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Monday night. I'm gonna probably about 8 o'clock is when I'll light it up.
Uh-huh.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Shit.
It's crazy, man.
I love the shit out of that girl, man.
Yeah,
I really
man.
did. I always told her, I said that was my future ex-wife.
Yeah, right.
There's a little humor in it, but anyway. Oh, man.
Damn, man.
Yeah, that's the first time you'll ever see me cry, trust me.
Yeah, man. It happens, man. You know.
Man. Just everybody, the ones dear to you, hold on tight. You never know what's tomorrow's going to bring.
Right.
You never know if you're going to wake up tomorrow. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Tomorrow's not guaranteed for nobody. The only two things in life is guaranteed is you have a birth date and you have a death date. That is it.
Yes, sir.
And as quick as you come in, we can go out 5 times quicker and nothing can be stopping. It's the big man, Dad, it's his will, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I thank him for doing it when she was sleeping. I thank him for that.
Yeah. She didn't have to suffer.
Exactly. And somebody finally helped her. Finally. Took all that fucking pain away from that girl.
Yeah,
Man. Oh, I'm sorry. I just get so filled with
man,
rage.
it's like I said, man, I've been looking for y'all for a few days, man. And I was hoping, you know, it wasn't what I heard wasn't the truth, but you verifying that shit, man. Fucked up situation, man.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
man. So you got anything planned, man, for like what you doing like far as next couple weeks or something? Like you said the funeral coming up, you ain't get no date or nothing on that, you said.
Yeah,
You know,
Monday's the viewing.
the viewing?
Yeah, I just don't know which funeral home yet or what time, but I know it's Monday.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to go, you know, definitely if I can't make it to that, definitely a funeral.
Funeral, yeah. I've always told everybody I don't do funerals, but they're going to have to shoot me to stop me from coming in.
Yeah.
Because I'm coming in there, because I got
Right.
a drawing I did for her that I'm going to put in there with her.
Yeah, I would like to see that too.
I got to finish
Sure.
it first.
Yeah,
I got
nah.
her name across the page. It says
Yeah.
Amber. I'm going to finish it. It's going to be like, you are always loved and you will always be remembered.
Right. That's what's up. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time. I know you gotta get up out of here and stuff, man.
Yeah,
but,
I ain't trying to get PG all up here,
Yeah,
stirred up
man.
yet tonight. My
Right.
show is going to be Monday when I come down here with the candles and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Because it don't matter if they tell me I got to leave or not. I'm going to look at them and be like, well, you know what? You're going to have to lock me up. I'm
Right.
not leaving until it's over.
Yeah.
Not until everybody says what they have to say. And at least the candles burn out.
Yeah.
Because
No more
Only thing
suffering for it, but like, you know, it's a bad way to go out. You know what I mean? But at least she didn't take her own self out, or you know what I mean?
yeah, like everybody thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple fools that I got a few choice words to say too. Oh, she probably OD. The girl didn't OD. She was actually clean when she fucking died, man. She was actually like almost a weekend clean, sober, not even drinking, dude.
Wow.
The girl was actually on the right path. And then that shit happens. But they say that in all types of, rehab, sober living and all that is usually if you're an addict for years or an alcoholic for years, you get clean and then all of a sudden you die because your body's not used to it no more.
Go in shock.
Yeah. But that was not the case. That girl, she was day 4 getting ready to go into day 5, clean and sober, man.
Dang.
I was so fucking proud of her, dude.
I bet.
She wasn't up here fucking asking for liquor, asking for money for anything. Man, I was so fucking proud of her.
Yeah, in the house and everything.
Yeah. Got sober with addicts all the way around her. On every side. The girl did it. That's why I call her Soldier Girl.
Right.
She did shit that I don't know, 90% of the people I know couldn't do.
Yeah.
And I know if half the people I know even went through what she went through, that literally they'd have jumped out in front of a car. They would not have sat there and... I'm sorry, I get mad when people look at me stupid.
Nah, you good.
But it's like, a lot of folks will do something to take themselves out because they can't handle it. This girl fought every day, sleeping out here on concrete. She had a tent down there while I was gone, back there around the back of Wise.
Yeah.
And some amigo comes down there, pops the tent open in the middle of the night, tries to crawl in on her while I was gone.
What?
That's the type of world we live in. You got crazy fuckers that ain't even supposed to be over here, doing stupid shit like that. How you gonna crawl up in some girl's tent in the middle of the night?
Right.
Man, I wish I was here when that happened because he'd have never came out them fucking woods. He would have never come out them woods. I promise you that.
Yeah.
That was one of my closest friends. Amber was one of my closest
I already
friends.
know. I already know.
I always kept an eye on her. No matter who she was with or what she was doing, I kept an eye on her. And I feel so bad that I did leave. And then she got her ass beat by her boyfriend and got the head fucking trauma.
See, everybody's making it seem like she OD'd and that was that. Like, that's all I heard. She OD'd. They found her OD.
On my life, on my soul, that girl did not OD.
Yeah.
She did not.
I believe you.
She did not. And that's what hit me so hard because with the seed, she was going sober.
Yeah.
For that.
Trying to clean herself up.
Exactly. And it's crazy because, like, I thought something was up, but I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Her head was like this at first when we all first met her.
Yeah.
Her head was like this when they found her from the head trauma.
Wow.
I mean, it was the size of a basketball. So that's not no OD. That's nothing but fucking head trauma. That's the brain and the head swelling right there.
Right.
I mean, I do know that much.
Right.
But it's like, man, karma and the good Lord's gonna straighten it all out. And like I was saying, when everything comes out and they go to do the charges, I'm gonna make sure I push the charges about the unborn child too, because that is another murder right there.
Right.
That is straight, that's murder. The dude murdered her. He might not have done it at one specific time, but by him beating her, gave her the head trauma that killed her.
Yeah.
So that's like if a drug dealer gives somebody some drugs that kills them, they get charged for it, but the person did it themselves. This dude put hands on her and calls that. That's murder. That's murder. And now there's a kid that don't even get to see the light of day anymore, or the child's mother gets to see the light of day anymore because of this dude. The way I see it is if you take a human life, they should take your life.
Yeah.
Because it should not be done. The only person in this world that should be able to do that is the good Lord.
Right.
When you come in, he brings you in. When it's time to go, he should be the one that takes you out. Nobody else. I mean, I understand car accidents and stuff like that's accidents, but somebody physically hurting somebody or killing somebody, nah, they need to just do them into.
Yeah.
Hell with that, nah.
Yeah, especially like something ruthless like that. A female, you killing a female that's supposed to be your girlfriend.
Yeah. So think about it this way. You got this dude that he's so fucking immature, crackhead, whatever you want to call him, because he was, well, not now because he's in jail, but the girl would have had a drink when he did it, and they'd get talking back and forth, and she said, oh, shut up, bitch, like that to him, and he beats her ass. Why are you going to do that? A girl calls you a bitch and you're going to beat their ass. You're going to beat them like a dude because she called you a bitch. Are you that big of a bitch that you got to hit a girl because she called you one? Right. Oh my God, right. Man. Wow. I never knew that words deserve somebody. You know, somebody said something wrong to you does not deserve to have you put your hands on them. No, you know, a lot of folks say stuff every day, all day long that I don't like. I just laugh, smile, and I chalk it up. I'm like, the more shit they talk, the more carbon dioxide the trees breathe, and then the more air we have to breathe. Yeah. So keep talking your shit. We're good. Yeah. Because I'm going to get fresh air out of it.
Yes, sir.
And it's like, but when you put your hands on somebody like that, man, it can't be let go. Yeah. It can't. It can't. I've got my 2 daughters down in La Plata and my mom's. I'm glad they're at my mom's. My mom's struggling to take care of them right now. That's why I'm fighting so hard to get back on my friggin' feet so I can get down there. My mom gets $280 a month, Social Security, raising my 2 kids, and her husband just passed away. So she's doing it by herself. Wow. So I'm trying to get a vehicle, a steady job, not every other day climbing trees for the local tree guy, cutting them down. And that way I can get back into La Plata and put this nightmare behind me. Yeah. I'll survive out here either way, but it's time for me to throw the towel in. Yeah. I can't keep going like this. Call. It is. It's a big wake-up call. A big wake-up call. Because out here, all you're going to see is death. Constantly. Constantly. The only way to do it is to get away from it. It's just to get away from here. That's why I'm thinking I'm going to go, even if I got to pitch a tent for right now, down in La Plata, near my mom and my kids, I'm going to end up doing that. Just so I can just, everything I know is down here, but I'm not going to fear the unknown. I'm not, because like you said, it's a wake-up call like I wouldn't believe. Yeah, I've seen signs, and it's like, there's nothing left. They done destroyed everything down here. That dude that she was dating, he destroyed everything. He'd go into the liquor store and steal half gallons of liquor, walk out. He'd walk in the liquor store, grab the bottle, grab a lighter off the counter, and then he'd walk right out the door without paying for it. Wow. But yet, like last week, they started with me over there again. Oh, you got to move down a little bit. You can't sit here. I'm like, homie, I don't ask nobody for shit. Right. Oh, where's your buddy that takes the liquor? My buddy, you didn't see me while they were here, did you? Nope. I don't hang out with them. That's not guilty by association. I don't associate with them like that. And as far as they could have just called the cops and had him locked up, but they're so scared of the dude because he's so violent. But yet, what gets me is everybody around here, even her family, watched this girl walk around for almost a week and a half, black, blue, beaten. You can put somebody in your car and take them to the fucking hospital. You can call a cop. You can call an ambulance and say, look, there's something wrong with this person and they're not thinking right, so something bad's gonna happen, and they will come take them to the hospital. They will take them to the hospital. They ain't even gotta say I'm going or I don't wanna go there. If your family says something's wrong with you and you can't make your own decision, you're gone. They're taking you. Nobody did it. Nobody. Nobody stepped up and said, sweetheart, do you need a hand? Do you need a safe place to go? Do you need a safe harbor? PG County sees her black and blue. Won't even take her to a woman's place that protects women that are battered. Right. I'm so done with this shit, man. This is the world we live in, folks. Yeah. Hang on, because it ain't going to get but worse. Yeah. Because I tell you what, with the government, with what's going on with the election, with the dumb shit they have planned, I'm not going to get too much into it, but nobody has an understanding of what's really getting ready to happen. The man's going to step in, start the wall again, everybody that's here. Hence, You have folks that were brought here, were allowed to come here. Now you're going to tell them they got to go home?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. If I invited you over to my country, brought you in, gave you money, gave you a house, set you up, and then I'm going to kick you out, how much shit are you going to break up and fuck up before you leave?
Right.
Now you see what's coming. These folks, these 200 and some thousand of them, are getting ready to tear shit up before they leave. You think they're going to leave peacefully? You just brought them from their home, gave them another home to say, now you're going to snatch it back from them and send them back? That's like giving somebody a steak, letting them smell it, smacking them and say, I bet you ain't getting it. When something happens, you see whose fault it's going to be. It's going to be our government's fault. Because the right wing wants to do the opposite of the left wing. The left wing wants to control everything. Then you got the good old boys club who's actually running everything, the guys with all the money and all that, in which now, they're trying to blame it on the rich party for, doing this and that with the good old boys club that Trump's trying to get rid of, which is, that's fine, get rid of it.
Right.
But power doesn't corrupt people, people corrupt power.
Right.
So you got to be careful who goes into the position of power, because you could be ending up with a dictator. Especially when somebody has the House, the Senate, and everything else behind them. They're uncuffed. They're unbridled. Bridled. They're unbridled. They have full power. They can literally, they can arm the Senate. They can arm everything to where it's state by state. They can do, what is it? What is it called? I'm sorry. Martial law. They can make each individual state live under martial law if they wanted to, and who can stop it? He's got the military backing behind him. He's got, total power. But, hopefully Trump does right. I mean, I didn't vote. I'll be honest with you, I did not vote because I feel that no matter what I do or what I say, just like sometimes in this world, it does not friggin' matter. They're going to do what they want to do. They've already got it figured out who's going to win it and all that.
Right.
That's like when they try to take the pop shot at Trump and he gets up, fight, fight, fight. That was a publicity stunt. Come on now. You're going to tell me he turns his head and the bullet whizzes. Okay. Come on. Lee Harvey Oswald shot Kennedy from how far away?
Right.
and this one just grazed Trump. That was a publicity stunt.
Right.
Because come on, if I'm standing there giving a speech and somebody shoots at me, oh, you best believe I'm not standing there. I'm getting the fuck up out of there, pardon my language, and then I'm going to send my Secret Service to go shoot him.
Right.
But I'm not going to stand there like he did, fight, fight, fight. He knew in his mind that it was over with. How did he know there was not 2 shooters, 3 shooters, 4 shooters? How did he know that it was only 1? It was a publicity stunt. And everybody's falling for it. Because everybody they knew what was going on. That's why they started downing Biden in the beginning. Oh, he's a puppet. He's this, he's that. Yeah, I understand he's retarded and he's old. He's got Alzheimer's. Pardon my language. I'm sorry for the way I put that, folks. He's got Alzheimer's, you know what I'm saying? It's time for him to retire. But all that's just a lineup for the switch, for the next ones that are coming into power. It's like you're saying, power don't corrupt people, people corrupt power. And how they did with Biden, and then now Trump saying, well, uncuffed, unbridled power. You know what I'm saying? He can do what he wants now. He can pass any bill, veto any bill, and he don't have to worry about the House or Senate because he's got control of it. So, there it is. Get ready. Right. Because a lot of folks ain't going to take it laying down. Right. A lot ain't. But one thing, everybody out there, you never had to worry about them coming to take your guns or anything like that, violating your Second Amendment. For one, every military personnel on this country has taken an oath to protect the Constitution of the United States of America and all citizens from all threats, foreign and domestic. Well, your government comes in to try to take your guns, that's a threat to y'all. We took an oath, and they're not going to take ours anyway, so that ain't going to happen. That's just another publicity stunt to get everybody in the world stirred up so they can do what they want to do behind closed scenes, and you ain't paying attention. Like COVID. How many cases of pneumonia, how many cases of flu did you hear about when COVID was out? None. Because it was the flu. It wasn't pneumonia. It was a different strain of flu. That, and plus with COVID, it's a patented virus. Okay? Anything natural, like God made, you cannot patent. I cannot patent a tree unless I do a genetic alteration on that tree. Which means if COVID's a patented virus, that means somebody owns the patent, means somebody invented it, somebody made it. It was lab made. If you look back, anybody go back to about 1995, there was a virus going around killing squirrels, cats, and dogs. If you look up the virus, it was COVID. You can actually Google a picture of it, and you'll get a inoculation bottle, kind of looks like an insulin bottle, about that big, and it says COVID-19 for canine use only on the bottle. I posted a picture of that on Facebook about a year and 7 months ago. Facebook, through the fact checkers on me, told me I was wrong. How's a picture that says it wrong and made me take my shit down?
Right.
That's why I don't have Facebook no more.
Right.
The government's got control of everything. Government has control of everybody because everybody does what they want. You go to work, you pay your bills, you come home. People think, oh, it's freedom. No, they own us because we go to work. From the time you wake up, you turn the light switch on, you're paying taxes on your light bill. You walk to the bathroom in the morning, you take your morning douche, your morning single. Oh, you flush the toilet, oh, you're paying taxes on your water bill. You go jump in your car that you pay taxes on. You go get gas, you pay taxes on. The insurance you pay taxes on. Now you go to work. Now you got to pay for parking that you pay taxes on. You get to work, you're taxed on your check. You get your check, that's taxed. You go to buy groceries, you're taxed. You go home, you turn the light on, you're taxed. You're taxed from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. They're taking money from you constantly, no matter what. How else do you think they could give everybody the stimulus checks? How do you think they can send trillions of dollars overseas? That's all our money that they done took. Damn, I'd have paid in so much money over the years, but yet I can't even get off the damn street. And I'm a veteran, and they can't even help a veteran out.
Right.
And I've got caseworkers working on my case through the VA, and everybody out here knows me, and you see where I'm still at. This is our government. This is who's running us. And just like I said, who's running us.
Right.
You wake up, go to work, go to the store, go home, pay your bills, pay them the whole time you're doing everything. You're paying them taxes, you're paying for everything. The only thing you really, honestly, halfway ain't paying for is air.
Right.
And that's probably going to fall under your property taxes because you own a piece of property.
And the air ain't shit neither.
Exactly. There's going to be a tax on that eventually.
And all this, like, yeah.
Yeah. And that ain't even healthy enough as it is for anybody, really, with all the pollutants. But it's like, folks don't realize it. It's because everybody's tied up and going to work, coming home, paying their bills and living and thinking that it's great. We're in the land of free. This place ain't been the land of the free since back with Kennedy.
Right.
And that's why they killed off Kennedy and all of them back in the day, so the good old boys club can take over and be in charge. Because they knew that the one that was going to do right, they'd have been, like me, broke.
Right.
So they got rid of him so they can make millions and billions. Like BlackRock, Blackwater. I should not have said that one. Woo! Ah, take that back. I should not have said that one. But these are companies and organizations that run the United States of America. And trust me, they own 80-some% of it. And nobody realizes it. But if we own 4 businesses like car sales, home improvement, a store like Walmart or something, they're going to bang us with a monopoly and take everything. That's because they want everything. Now they got the excuse to take it because they don't want another member of the good old boys club because you might think different than them. So they're not going to have it.
You're right.
And that's why the homeless stay homeless, the homeless veterans still die in the street. Right now, I can guarantee there's over 3,500 homeless veterans just in the state of Maryland alone.
Probably more than that.
Yeah, a lot more than that.
That might be one county.
Yeah, I think it probably is between PG and Charles. That's about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they can go to sleep every night knowing that the ones they sent over there to take bullets, shrapnel, friggin' bullet holes, shrapnel. But yet, I'm still out on the street, homeless, because they don't want to help us because they're done with us because we've already done our tours.
Right.
We did our term. My 4 years is up.
You're worthless now. You're worthless to them.
Yeah, we're worthless. We're trash. We're discarded. And if we weren't trash and if we were appreciated, and there'd be more veterans homes. I'm not saying go around and 3,500 veterans. I'm not saying the government buy 3,500 houses and put one in each house. But damn, Baltimore, the old hospital, what is it? That's Sinai Hospital.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's abandoned. It's a shelter.
Yeah.
That's only one floor. That place is like 6 floors. Veteran home. Power's still in the building. The state's still paying for the power for homeless. But why can't you take the other floors and make like veteran housing?
Right, rooms.
Rooms, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm sure everything needs, rules and guidelines and everything. Gotta be in at this time, can't go in and out after midnight,
Yeah.
Gotta pass
some
piss
type of-
test
yeah,
or
some
whatever,
type of- some type of rule.
guidelines. It'd be fine. That's cool. I mean, I could pass them any fucking way. I love taking a
Right.
piss test now because I look at them and smile. I'm like, hey, you ready for this one? Bet you didn't believe that was coming back clean. That's the highlight of my day on that one. When that happens, I look at them and smile. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck do you think was going to happen? I ain't stupid twice.
Right.
I was 3 times. The 3rd time I smartened up.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man, it's been good talking to you, man. I ain't gonna, like I
Same
said,
here,
man, my battery, I gotta change this battery, but
Oh, I see it flashing.
hey, man, definitely always a pleasure, man. And
Always. And I
I'm
love
praying
keeping
for you
up with
and
the
your,
folks.
Yeah, definitely, man. People been checking you out, man. I'm
Oh, I heard.
trying to get more people tuned in, man. That's why I just keep doing these updates, man. It's always a blessing to see you, bro. 'Cause I know
Same
you
here.
don't talk, man.
Every time I hear you and I look over and see you, I'm like, yes,
Yeah,
all right.
I know
my
you look
man's
at me
here.
kind of
Hell
crazy,
yeah.
like who the fuck is this pulling up?
I
for a
heard
second? Yeah.
your voice and I was looking at it, I was like, is that him? Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. All right, cool. Sweet.
That's
Somebody I
what's
can
up.
actually have a conversation with.
Right, exactly, right, exactly.
Man.
All right, man, we're gonna check on out, man. You got a few words you want to tell the people? Anybody going through anything?
Folks, if you're going through hell, keep going. Don't stop. Just look up, put it to the wind, give it to God. He's the only one that knows right. We know right from wrong, but he knows what his plan is going to be, because we can try something 1,000 times and not work, and then that one day when it lines up with his plan, it goes right through with a feather. Throw it to the wind. Don't let it stress you. Don't let it get you out of character. If you can't control it, let it go. You can influence it by letting it go. If you get upset enough, mad or whatever, you might vent, say something wrong, get somebody mad at you, make enemies. Let it go. Walk away. You ain't got to be there.
Yes, sir.
1 foot forward. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single footstep, as a wise man once told me. That was Mr. Nicholas. He was my high school government teacher. He was also another former Marine. Man, was awesome. That's one teacher that did make an impact on me. That's why I joined the Marines. Had a student, long story short, went after him with a pencil one day. We can imagine what happened in the classroom. The student tried to stab him with a pencil. He defended himself.
Right.
Somebody went out in an ambulance.
I
And
know
it wasn't
that's
the teacher.
Right. Right.
But the kid got what he deserved. But
Yeah. Hey, man.
just keep positive foot forward no matter what. God is listening, he is watching, and if you're going through hell, like I said, keep going.
Right.
Because he is telling you something. He is telling you you're stronger than you think you are, because he wouldn't put it on you if you didn't or couldn't handle it. Trust and have faith in God. I have full faith in him. I will close my eyes and walk across 210, because I have a great feeling I will get to the other side unless it's his plan.
Yes, sir.
And nothing to stop me until then.
Signing out, man. Appreciate you,
I
brother.
appreciate it. Love you guys. I miss y'all.
All day. All right.